What's up, Claudette? Appreciate you coming in. Kind of waiting for the room to fill up. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you already haven't done so. I do not have, what's up, Double Ups? I do not have my live stream overlay on because I have some stuff I'm doing and I didn't want my signal to cut out because it overheats my phone. So I don't have the overlay. So for those of you guys who are following the Terry Dickman story, this is the property he got arrested for some illegal dirt on this developer's property, allegedly that he did it. Well, I know for a fact he didn't do it, okay? This land developer has all this stuff on here. I'm giving you the backstory before I tell you the reveal that's coming. All this stuff out here is the developer who actually got him arrested. He never saw him do it. So you can't be for sure that he did the dirt. Well, anywho, I'm out here. Last Tuesday, I had code enforcement come out. I thought it was just really ironic that they called code enforcement, they called police. The director of public safety, who I am investigating, controls that entire department. Fire marshal, everything, okay? But yet they got this man unlawfully arrested. We come out here, and this guy, Brad, who owns this property, who's getting paid, by the way, $110,000 per the contract to install this sewage line and his fire hydrants basically between his two properties. So he's getting paid to do the work, okay? So he's getting paid to do the work out here. Now, look at all this stuff. I already know about a in-house complaint where they came out and cut that grass so snakes weren't getting into the house, but they never took care of the rest of the property. So about a week later, I come out here, which was last Tuesday. I call code enforcement out here. They assure me that I pointed out the 6 ordinances based on their city of ordinances. You know me, guys. I love policy. I love ordinances. I love laws because I research the crap out of them. And I come out here and I point out the 6 ordinances. Now, this guy is a brand new guy. Started out here on May 5th of 25 because the old code enforcement guy that was involved in Terry's arrest is no longer with the city. So they got a new enforcement guy. His name is Antonio. So this guy was really nice, real professional. Said he would write this up and he would send the notice out, which was last Wednesday, because according to the ordinance, you have to give a 7-day written notice to correct this stuff before you can be cited. Unlike Terry, where he was given ultimatum to have it done by the end of the day or he would be cited, and it escalated into an arrest because he refused to sign a citation for something he didn't do. But anyways, guys, let's get to the reveal, okay? So now it's a week later. Nothing's changed. In fact, that ball of hay has actually been added that wasn't here. So we are out here. I made a phone call to Department of Public Safety to follow up with Antonio about the illegal dumping, see if the notice has been put out, see if the property owner's been notified, and see if the citations have been issued since today's day 7. And they're not going to be able to get all this picked up. But anyways, so check this out. I called for Antonio, code enforcement guy, and they said, well, you want a callback? Yeah, I want a callback. Well, no callback. So the fire marshal called me back, and I told him what's going on. He was out the week, and he just showed up. Chris Carey, charge of code enforcement. So we are going to go talk to code. Go on, Chris. Well, I mean, did a little bit. How you doing?
Good. How you doing, son?
You have vacation or training last week?
No, I was on. My daughter plays softball. We were out of town up in Colorado for softball.
Yeah, they told me you were out of town. I didn't start prying because if it's business, personal, it's none of my it's none of my business if it's personal. Okay.
I know they mowed it once before I went on vacation. But
no, they did not. They mowed a section of it to prevent the snakes from going in the back of that one house.
Okay.
But there were snakes reported in 2 different houses, but they didn't mow anything else right there. They didn't mow any of those. So this is what I pointed out to Antonio, okay? Keep in mind, this little hay roll was not there, so that's been added since last week. So I don't know if somebody was trying to roll hay and then the rain got to it and they said, screw it, it's unusable, and they just dumped it, because that was not here. Unless they mowed something, but I think this was all here. But you got all this debris of fence, high rubbish. I mean, not only is it an issue, but it's also a fire hazard. And then we got all that rubbish. We got all this dirt. And I understand it may, well, it's not going to even be backfilled, because when they pave this road, they can't put that dirt back in. Now, the owner of this land, there's two owners of this land. One of them is Brad Williams with Altex. The other one is Clay Grayson, who works over at Grand Saville, Hillsboro, Grand Saville. So he could easily pull this dirt out of here with his trucks, easily. So I don't know why that hasn't been done. But there's like trash inside these barrels on the stacked ones right here, the dirt mounds. My concern too is the barriers. I noticed that this person had a place set, and with the way that cement dumps off, the last thing I wanted to do was have anybody fall or get hurt coming out here. I don't know who this is with the truck and trailer. I don't know if that person lives there, where the driveway's at, but there was some stagnant water at the end, but we couldn't really, and he was going to go take a look at it. We were going to determine if it was in the right of way, or if that, well, I mean, because it was on Electra. It was in the middle of Electra, but it was also almost right there towards the old Brandon Road side. But my concern is this whole property. You're aware of the illegal dumping arrest. I'm not even going to talk to you about that. But for the same person to do that and did not witness him, there was no witnesses whatsoever. I've already verified with Forens and Walter Garcia, because Walter Garcia is the one that actually called Forens. For this to happen and then this to go on as long as it has, the way, because I've been coming up here since that incident, and it just more crap is keep getting put on the property, and we've done nothing. And I've got citizens complaining about all the code enforcement crap, not being notified of 7 days to do something, because the way they're being informed, they are having the impression that they have to get it done by the end of the day. I can't give you a name on. Hold on, let me mute this for a second. Turn that back on. About how they went out to her house yesterday. Don't know who the enforcement guy was. I don't know who it was. She didn't get a name. But they made it under the impression that she had to cut her grass and get her junked up mower out of the front yard gone now. Or if it's not gone by the end of the day, she's going to get cited. And I told her, I said, I looked at the city ordinance. I sent it to her. I said, no, you got 7 business days. I'm sorry, you got 7 days from the time the notice gets sent out, which should be when they notify you, and then the next day the notices go out. So you have 7 days to get it out. So she thanked me for that and understood that, but she said they never told her that. I said, well, that's a training issue. They're brand new. I'll bring it up with Chris Carey.
And I
So
talked to her today. She came to my office.
I told her to come see you.
Yeah, she did.
So I told her to come see you.
Yeah.
So
Took care of all that.
That was a conversation I had last night.
Yeah, good.
So again, they are reaching out to me. You obviously know who I'm talking with, because I'm making them come talk to you.
Yeah, that's good.
Instead of bitching about it, let's fix it. So I'm glad she came out to you. We addressed that. Because I'm only going to come to you for the things that you can be responsible for. I'm not going to bitch, moan, and grap about all the other shit I got to deal with. Like I said, I don't know who they are. If they're coming out here to move stuff, I'm glad. I mean, we can find out while we're out here. But people are bitching also, like with Commander Forens. He's got big old brush sitting in front of his house. Not that I'm stalking any of you guys or know where y'all live. It's just so easy to know because y'all park police cars in your house. And if people that are supposed to be enforcing the law, they should be following the law as well. But I come to find out, and I haven't confirmed this, that Frontier is supposed to be doing once a day or once a month picking up that brush according to their contract, and they're not. So I'm looking into that on the Frontier side. I got to look at the contract from what I'm hearing. However, the since I got you here, this is something I was going to come at your building. The fire marshal, as the fire marshal, the burn stuff, which I'm sure she brought up to you about the burning of a brush. I told her I couldn't find anything online.
They can burn. They just have to have water on site. Call us to let us know you're burning, and you can burn. I told her to call TCEQ just to notify them.
Okay. So that's, and again, if you notice, the concerns you got are the ones that I told her to come talk about, and the things I was going to follow up today about with you.
We don't really have a burn ordinance, so I mean, you can't burn.
I couldn't find anything.
Tires and stuff.
That's
a TCEQ.
Yeah. I mean, you don't know what's in environmental wise, but brush,
Yeah, we said as long as you got water on site and you call us and say, hey, I'm going to be burnt this time, so we know about it, we're good.
And that's exactly what I'm just following up with, because these people don't know, and I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to get them like I said, I told her to come talk to you. I said, I'll come talk to you probably today, and here I am at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So, but
I've been out of town for 2 weeks. Let me follow up.
Now I saw him with his pad. He said he was writing it up when I left him here.
Okay.
He said he was already putting it in. My question is, I would like to see whether it be redacted or whatnot for private information. I mean, I already know who owns the land, but I don't know what you guys can give me or what can't give me. I want to see that the notice actually went out on this.
Okay. You know Christy Ward? The city admin?
Yeah.
So go to her or call her or whatever. Tell her you want to do an open records request. Once we get that paperwork from her, I can send you the stuff.
Okay.
Put your email on there. And
Yeah.
I can send you the stuff.
I usually do electronic anyway, so yeah, that'll be my next step to go over there, because I want to make sure that the notice went out. You don't know because you're just now finding out because you were out of town. So this is just me following up on something that should have been done with one of your guys.
Okay.
And if it got done, great. I'm sure by the end of today, because he would have typed it up and got it done, and the notice would have gone out Wednesday morning of last week. By today, at close of business, this should all be done. Okay. That should be 7 days. Okay. Am I mad? Tuesday afternoon, I met with him.
So if they send it out on Wednesday, so tomorrow, 7 days. Yeah.
Well, if they sent it out Wednesday morning.
Yeah. Depends on how fast certified mail goes. But
when would they have a technical expiration? So is it not the day that they write it up and the day of the notice?
What we do is when we get the certified mail back, the certified receipt, or if it comes back unclaimed, that's when we go to the sale.
So are we looking at basically 7 business days then to be safe? Because technically if a weekend to the certified mail, that would make more sense. We need to get more clarity with the city ordinances. How about that?
Well, my opinion,
but if you'd like to walk over with me, find out who these guys are and what they're doing, because if they're in the process, now their contractor's just moving the bulldozer equipment, but aren't cleaning up the other stuff, then we got a problem still. Because I don't think they're going to be able to get this all done today anyways. Too much work. Hillsboro Sand and Gravel?
Yeah.
Just this?
Just go pick it up the trash.
Pick up the trash.
What about the grass? All the grass.
The grass, no, yeah.
What about all the dirt?
Oh, it's not working today, but maybe tomorrow, later. But I'm just...
Is the rain holding all up?
Yeah, it's because it's raining too much. And so...
Well, there's our answer.
Okay.
So it's about the same timeline I was talking about. So I just want to make sure that this contractor, even though they're contracted with the city, who owns the land as well, who's getting paid to install this stuff,
Who owns the land?
Brad Williams and Clay Grayson, Hillsboro Sand and Gravel. Not you, but I know you said Hillsboro Gravel.
Yeah, it's something just called...
But you're going to get somebody falsely arrested. I want to make sure that you are held to the same standard versus hearsay, where I can see it. I've got it on video and proof. So, again, you can't be selective on enforcement. It violates people's rights, and that's what I'm about. So I'm going to leave you here, Chris. I'm going to go over to city manager's office. I'm going to go talk to Christy and go put that records request in for that notice, and I'll leave you here to do your thing. All right?
Thanks, sir.
Appreciate it, Chris.
Actually, I'm going to go to my office and see if I can find it on the computer. Thanks, sir.
You just hit the trailer or what? How big was it? Oh, come on, it's a little tiny thing. You got a gun? Shoot it. We know all the people who have peace officer license are scared of their shadows, so a lizard ain't any different. Just shoot it. All right, Chris. Thank you. What? Huh? What? What are you saying? Get low again? Okay. We got to go to the city manager's office. All right, guys. I don't know if you heard all that. I did have it muted briefly. 71 of you guys in here. Wow, that's awesome. So I had my camera down to where I could not see the chat because I wasn't focused on him seeing it. But it's funny that, guys, I mentioned calling the code inspector and that they have today to get out here. I get a call from the fire marshal instead of the code enforcement officer. He comes out, and as we're coming out here, all of a sudden, these guys are coming to clean up their crap. So it's just funny how I make a call and I'm waiting about 20 minutes for a call back. And then I wait another 10 or 15 minutes for them to show up. And now all of a sudden we got somebody out here cleaning this mess up. But yet they waited till the last freaking minute. They didn't do it yesterday. They didn't do it last week. They didn't do it over the weekend. And over the weekend, in all fairness, we did have some rain with some floods. But it's been sitting there for months. Months. That's how Mr. Terry Dittman got arrested, because that guy who owns that property, who's in violation himself of multiple ordinances, got him arrested and had the police, who had no business involved, enforce an ordinance that he was innocent of. And I'm going to tell you guys, I dropped part 2 of that story today. Part 3 is in members only. I'm working on part 4. It's going to get only better. I'm waiting on the body camera footage. I can't really go into a few things because it might tie into part 5 of what's really going on. And I don't want to talk about it. And spoiler alert for those who haven't seen any of the videos, or only a couple of the videos, because it's important. It's important that you guys see the videos. Now, I will tell you, in the next video, I am asking you to call the city manager and the Department of Public Works about some things that we're going to unravel in part 3. For those of you who have not seen part 2, part 1, you go back and watch them. Again, this is related to corruption and the Department of Public Safety and the unlawful arrest of Mr. Terry Dittman. But as of right now, we are driving to the city manager's office to go do a records request for the notice that was supposedly sent out regarding Mr. Brad Williams. So, I am, like I said, guys, I'm a advocate for the people and the rights. These people have been oppressed too long in this city. The lady, I didn't want to mention her name on camera, so I did mute it for a second when I talked to him. I talked to her on Instant Messenger for a couple of hours last night about the problems in town, and the things that, how code enforcement went over to her house yesterday, made her feel like that she had to get the stuff rectified by the end of the day or she was going to get a citation from her house. She can't afford to pay the ticket. Do it, so she busted her ass all day. Go get the ordinances. She only had till the end of the day. I told her she had 7 days that needed to be done in writing. it is.
Showing buffering for me.
Showing the buffering?
Oh, there, back.
Yeah, I had to turn the camera back to get it like working. I think I went through a bad zone. Because the city can only, I guess I passed on one of them streets. That's all right. We'll drive around and catch it. Maybe we'll catch some coppers in the meanwhile. So I basically told her, I don't see an ordinance to not be able to burn your stuff. Let's check with the fire marshal tomorrow. I said, contact Chris Carey, tell him what you got going on, but you did not have to cut that stuff in the same day. You had 7 days from the day of the writing. So I sent her the ordinance. And so I just talked to Chris Carey, who's the fire marshal. He came out. That's who you guys saw me talking with, because I don't know what happened to the other guy that wrote this up last week. In fact, there's one of the vehicles right there. There's the code enforcement right there. And that's actually him. That's actually Antonio going back to Department of Public Safety. So he might have been tied up, or he might have been at lunch. Okay? In all fairness. But anyways, we got the fire marshal out there. I had to speak with him anyways about that burn ordinance that doesn't exist online. So the young lady did what I asked first thing this morning, went and talked to Chris Carey, found out that she can burn the brush, and I explained to him about the 7 days and everything I told her to do, and I'm telling you guys now, she addressed. And I just found this out because I didn't get her message. She hasn't communicated with me back yet today, but I just got done dealing with the fire marshal, who told me that same name we talked about did in fact come over and see him this morning and address those concerns. So now I've got some other information that I can't put out there, guys. I got a lot of stuff going on, and I just got to be careful what I can put out, because I don't want to reveal my sources. Keep my sources safe. I don't ever reveal sources. Like a true citizen journalist, getting to the bottom of what is going on. And actually, I have to do some other stuff here at the city building. Let's see if I can get with who I'm supposed to be getting with to get a couple of records requests filled out, and see if we can meet with the city manager to follow up on our internal affairs complaint that we put in almost a month ago. June 12th, we submitted it. It is July 8th. And the internal affairs complaint not only involves all the way up to the Department of Public Safety, and she is here, I think. Let's see. I think she's here. Let's see. City manager's car is not here. So the city manager, we're not going to be able to deal with unless she brought another vehicle in, which I doubt, because she's always in the same vehicle. And what we're going to do is get these records requests. We're going to go inside here. We're at the city management building, guys. Brownie, sit down. Keebler's going to stay out here with Brownie because I can't bring him in. I mean, I don't know if I can or can't, but he gets so amped up, and I'm recording, so I don't really want to. All right. Smoke him if you got him, Keebs. All right. So we're going to go in here. We're going to go ahead and do what they say on Facebook in that chat group and say that I'm just I'm a professional agitator, as the t-shirts I sell now. If you guys go check out the merch, go right below the description. Just take your ad blockers off. You guys will see that we got some merch set up. We got one that says corrupt or disrupt the corrupt. You got one that says professional agitator, BZ Watchdog News, all that good stuff there. And they're probably going to go running when they see me. There's one. I already got the, oh my gosh, it's him. She said it. I heard it. I read her lips. Oh, today is not going to be a pleasure shoot the breeze with you guys. This is going to be a business one. I need to do a records request. The person that told me to come ask for a certain record is going to be through Christy. But I also have to do another one that might be also Jasmine. So that's right. She just said it. BZ Watchdog is here. She didn't even say my name, guys. It's like them going in and saying, Harvey Freebird's here. Is Megan here? I didn't see her car outside.
I don't think so. We were just at a meeting and she left here.
Is she driving? Never mind. Is she driving her normal car that she drives? I don't want to, because I'm recording, I don't want to say what car she drives.
Yes, yes.
Okay. I drove the parking lot. I didn't see it, so.
Well, she must have gone somewhere else because she left the meeting about the same time we did and we came back and she didn't. So she must have another meeting.
Well, I know she drives her personal car. That's why I don't want to say what I got going on, because I'm not trying to dox her. Business related today. But your hair, what happened? You're not wearing it the same way you wore it last week. You know I love it the other way. I know it's.
I will never keep the same hair for very long.
I know. I came in to surprise you, so you didn't know you couldn't get it ready and prepared. I just got done talking to Chris Carey.
Okay.
So since I got you, I'm going to do 2 requests in one, because he mentioned her name. I'm looking for the notices that go out when someone's in violation of code enforcement.
When I get you to put that in writing.
I know. I'm just letting you know what I want, so that way you know where it's got to go. So I don't know if that's going to go to you or if that's going to go to Christy. And I just need a pen. The second one is I need a copy of the contract between the city and Frontier Waste Solutions.
Okay. Gotcha.
So do you want me to put it all in one request?
Yes, that's
Okay.
fine.
That's why I was asking for either one, because I know the contract's going to come from you, but I, because he named her, I wasn't sure if she handles that or.
I should have it.
What's today's date? 7, 8?
July 8th.
Who's that over there? Is that the city? Oh, okay. I thought maybe it was Chris Carey following me around town.
What?
You know me, I'm so important nowadays.
You're famous.
Well, I mean, she's not even saying by my name. She just called me BZ Watchdog and said, BZ Watchdog's here.
Because I couldn't think of your last name. I was going to say Mr. and I was just like.
Oh, you can call me by my first name. My last name's too long for me to remember. Notice sent out by code enforcement to Brad Williams or Altex Utilities on 201 Old Brandon Road. I think that's the address. It's that new development, that one that's just open out there. So I don't think they really have an address yet.
Okay.
It's gonna be as close to 201 Old Brandon Road as possible. That's 1. And 2, contract between city and Frontier. Hey, you.
Hey, you still need me?
Well, Chris told me to come see you about the notices, but then I need to ask Jasmine about the one, but she told me to put it on one, so I don't know if she's going to divvy it out or if you even handle that. Like I said, he just mentioned your name.
Is it the building standard notices? Standard?
Like when code enforcement sends them out? Like
Is it for his building and standards meeting?
it was, a property was a violation of 6 ordinances, and they were supposed to send the notice out to the owner of the property.
Yeah, that's not through me, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know why he mentioned your name then, but that's all right.
Okay. You have a message on your phone, something about an accident. I just sent it to you, I didn't know you were right here. Okay? Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Can I just get a copy time, date, stamp?
Yes.
And then I'll get out of your hair, which I love so much. Especially last week when it was done up.
I do like it. You be careful. Going off.
Going what?
Wherever where you're going. Be careful.
I can't tell you where I'm going because I am live streaming and I do not want the Department of Public Safety and its umbrella to know where I'm operating at.
No, I just be careful.
Because I know there are people watching my live stream within the Department of Public Safety. Florence and Quintana already told me they've been watching, so those are investigators. They're investigating me while I'm investigating them. It's cat and mouse game.
Of course. Okay.
Any idea? Do you have a time frame when that city council meeting's going up? Because I haven't checked the YouTube yet.
Which one?
What ones were you working on the last time I was here?
I am. The first has been June 3rd's been posted. I'm currently working on the 17th and the 26th. We had our comprehensive plan.
I'm gonna mute this real quick. Just had to ask. That was another one that I took care of last night late on Messenger and then this morning with Chris Carey because I just talked about it.
I'm not can be in the words.
Okay, I had to ask because, like I said earlier, I had to mute it when I put her name because I wasn't gonna put her name out. So I didn't even know that she had gone to him yet.
Yeah, no.
Because she had some concerns about. That's why I'm looking into that now.
Yeah, no.
I'm a city manager's nightmare. Oh wait, Megan, where are you at? Because I have some other questions. I want to follow up on my complaint I put in a month ago that I haven't heard anything back.
Out of the meeting.
I can't seem to get Tony to respond to any of my emails or phone calls.
There you go, sir.
Let me ask you this. Not that you would know, but I'm going to ask since Megan's. I'm just putting that out there.
You think I know everything, don't you?
Yeah, because you're city secretary. Everything goes through you. Everything comes in through you. I'm not saying everything goes out through you, but everything does funnel through you. And I've been trying to get a hold of Megan for about a week, but she's ducking, diving, weaving, and not returning calls or emails. So one is about my follow-up with an internal affairs complaint I sent a month ago. I tried calling Tony, emailing Tony, Megan. I'm getting no answer. I'm getting complete silence, like I said at the last city council meeting. And then two, do you got any updates on my agenda thing I emailed you yesterday?
She has it. I haven't heard anything from
Okay.
her yet.
I'm just asking if you had any updates for me.
Not yet.
I can always ask for updates. I told you up front, you might not know, right? I put the disclaimer out there, but I wanted to ask and find out. But if you can have her call me, and the minute you hear something about the agenda, if you can, please shoot me an email. I did send you a third corrected one because I missed dates to matching up.
I got it.
So as you can tell, I have a template I use from other cities. So it's you're not the only one. Don't feel special. It's not the only city.
Dang it.
I know, right? But I'm gonna get out of your hair. Hair intended again. I keep doing the little pun. But if you can just keep me updated, that's the only thing I got for y'all today.
Okay, I'll let you know. And
Appreciate-
I'll get this sent out.
Appreciate it, Jasmine. All right, everybody. 78 of you guys in here. How are you guys loving this? They're not violating 552 just yet. Now, Keebler has something going on with 10 business days, according to what she's telling me. That was yesterday or today, and she still hasn't even heard anything on her simple records. So her records might be in violation. I know I slammed the city with records requests over the weekend. So, what's that? She is.
She in the front?
Oh, she's always in the back. When you go up the front, just tell her just ask for Jasmine. She came to the front when I asked for her. So, go sit in your seat, Bubbas. Go sit in your seats. I had to break my tripod down for a second, guys. I'm gonna move it to this. And for those of you who want to see Brownie, oh, Bubba, you want? Oh, you saying hi? You saying hi? Oh, you're such a sweet boy. You are. You saying hi to everybody, huh? You say hi to everybody. Hey, You want to say hi? Look, say hi to everybody. You saying hi? Can you tell everybody hi? Tell them hi. Tell them hi. Goofball. You such a goofball. You such a goofball. So anyways, guys, yeah, he's a sweet boy. He loves riding in the car. He wanted to go for a car ride. You want to go bye-bye? You want to go bye-bye? He loves riding in the car. But like I said, guys, I went live today because, oh, you know what? I don't think I can do it here. I'm going to try to. I was trying to hand out some memberships, but I don't know if I can while I'm in the screen. I wanted to, I may have to do a live later to follow up, but I wanted to give out 10 memberships. By the way, since I have 70 of you guys in here, my lowest tier, I've got a new tier. It's the lowest tier. I kind of revamped the memberships. You can pick up a membership for $2.99 now instead of $4.99. Gets you access to all my early content. As soon as we pick up more subscribers and more members, I will create another tier to make those prices even cheaper. So, and I'll be doing away with the higher prices. All same perks on the same levels. The $2.99 membership gets you access to all early content, all the emojis. And yeah, so don't forget to gift memberships, purchase a membership. You know, we do have super chats. We have Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. We got it all. You guys need to help me going on. I've been slamming Hillsboro, man. If you guys look, I really don't even have any audits. I think I have 2 audits. I'm covering a few other videos for some people. But I need your guys' help. I'm still trying to fix up the other car because that's going to be my bait car. I still got to pick up a dash camera for it for when I get it ready. I can't tell you what it is, but it is a hoopty. It is a hoopty. They're going to pull me over and not realize it's me until it's too late. And bam, the trap has been set. Because I know how these cops here are operating. They're a different animal compared to Waco. So, you know, I appreciate everybody's support. Just want to make sure we got the live chat still going. What'd she say? It's a Tahoe. Her Blade says it's a Tahoe. Not quite, but close. It is an SUV, but we'll leave it at that. But it's definitely a hoopty. No, you're good. You're good, Blades. You were close. You were close. You were close. You don't have the year. You don't have the color. You had the make right. You just didn't have the model right. But it's not ready yet. It's not ready yet. We're working on it. I need to get the AC and the door locks and the windows fixed. Get some windshield wipers. Get an oil change. Clown Patrol, man, you're killing me, dog. You're killing me. Y'all getting close, but you don't know. You're so close, but so far away. If they run the plate, yeah, they'll know. But usually, typically, when they run the plate, it's not till after they pull you over and they're walking up to the car. Then they get all your information back. It's too late already. Then they've already pulled you over. So, but Mr. Terry Dickman, Part 2 dropped today for those who got membership. Part 3 dropped. Yeah, sorry about this on my middle finger. I'm not trying to flip y'all off, but I got bit by something there. I think it was a spider. It looks like a spider bite. I'm staying out on some land. I'm staying out on a ranch right now. Not hiding out or anything. I don't want anybody to know where I'm at. When I got my court case, when I did that court case, it kind of doxed my address. So I kind of moved. So, but anyways, guys, I'm really kind of just waiting for, keep it mad. 81 of you guys are on fire today, man, watching this live stream. I appreciate it. And then you got Brownie over here licking stuff he shouldn't be licking. What are you doing, Bubba's? Hey, stop scratching there. Stop licking there. He might have a bite too. I have to spray some more stuff on him when we get back. We're not used to this country life, man. We're out in the country. So, I was hoping while Keebler was inside, the city manager would show up so we could maybe confront her. I don't want to say confront. That's a bad word. Kind of question. There we go. That's a better word. Question about my internal affairs complaint we dropped. So Keebler's getting back in, so I'm gonna turn the camera back around because she don't like to be on camera. What? What's the word? I'm live though, so just be careful what you say if you don't want it out. Well, what? I'm kind of cute.
What I'm asking for should be finances.
Right? What are they trying to tell you inside?
It was forwarded to PD.
Really?
They're supposed to be checking on it, getting an update for me.
Yeah, I heard about the Lamarck city manager, and guys, with the way things are going with me and Keebler's records requests, the way things are being handled, it may not be long before this city manager gets fired or quits.
Hate to see it, but she's using excuses as, you know, basically saying that it's turning everything over to Tony and not following up on nothing she's held responsible.
Well, guys, I'm gonna drive around a little bit, and then I gotta go run a personal errand, and then I'm probably gonna be done for the day as of right now. But I kind of wanted to make a few passes to see where these clowns are at.
I'll be at the shop.
I saw that little Ford. I thought maybe it was maybe to get a good look at the driver. So I'll just tell you guys right now, this city manager. Hey, we got a 5-month in here. Look at this trail spill. 5 months. Look at that. Trail spill member for 5 months. I want to see if I can. I can't even pin that. Okay. I was trying to do all that on the live stream, guys. We're gonna. Oh, we got a copper coming right now. I can see him at the light. So let me zoom in right there, guys.
You missed that pile of debris.
No, I know about that pile of dirt, but I wasn't really concerned about that one. I was concerned about the one that really caused the false arrest to begin with. Oh, look at this. $10 super chat from Trill Spill. Appreciate that. Much love, Trill. Let's see, what unit number is that? 1462. I think that's No, that's not Ramos. I think he's in 65. 62, I think, is Coronado. That's the new corporal, I think. I think he got promoted to corporal. Now, keep in mind, guys, they promoted 4 people to corporal. But you already had 2 corporals like Lindemann and Watson. So my question is, how do you got 4 more when you just hired 3 brand new people? Too many chiefs, not enough Indians. Let's OTVO, look at that, 13 months. I dare you to do better, people. Dare you to outbeat OTVO with 13 months as a member, and Trill Spill with a 5-month member and a $10 super chat. I said trat. I meant to say chat. Good Lord. So, but yeah, we're gonna take a little cruise real quick around Hillsboro. See if we can find the cops doing something they ain't supposed to be doing. Like sitting outside their jurisdiction. So that's kind of what we're looking for today, since I'm out. And they should know to watch their P's and Q's on Tuesdays, because usually when I come out here for no slurring your words, man, I got a speech impediment problem. I trip on my words sometimes. My brain goes faster than my mouth can keep up. And sometimes I have to slow both down, which makes it very hard. You see, I just did it again, very hard. I was gonna say very hard / tough at the same time. It's my brain. Nah, it's all good. People love O'Reilly. I know people that like O'Reilly's but hate AutoZone. Look at that. OTVO with a 1999 soup chat. I dare you to do better than OTVO, people. Dare you to 5-month member. OTVO with a 13-month membership and a 1999 super chat. I dare y'all to do better. Dare you. Oh, look. Speaking of the devil, sit down, Brownie. That is Dominique. Screwing with another truck driver. I knew it'd catch her. Probably writing another bogus ticket. I knew it'd catch her out here. No, you can see the markings on it right there, guys. It's ghost lettering. So she writes a lot of truck drivers, a lot of bogus seatbelts, little seatbelt tickets, from what I'm being told. This could be our girl Lindemann. This could be Lindemann, guys. Actually, I think it's Lindemann. Actually, I think this is the cop that got Keebler. I think this is the one. I think this is Roseanne. We might be having another unit come rolling up the road right here, guys. This might be another unit rolling up. Now, I could be wrong. Well, I think that might be another unit. I could be wrong. Just looked like one. They're not just scary, they're dangerous. So I got another car flying down here with the bright headlights. That could be a cop car. They have these bright lights on these Tahoes, and this one's come flying down the road. Everybody kind of got out of the way. Yep, I got lights up here. Yep. Calling for backup. Somebody called for backup. I hear sirens in the distance, so they're all coming out here. That's a Jeep with sirens and lights. That's kind of crazy. Texas Department of Public Safety, that's just transportation. Glory Ad, a member for 8 months, appreciate it. Yep, that was Jeep. And they had some faint sirens on, so I had no idea where they're going. My concern is with this little piggy right here. Now, most time if they see a camera, they usually protocols to call for backup. That's why I'm kind of waiting. I'm waiting to see who's going to show up. I'm pretty sure this is Roseanne Lindemann and not Dominique Anderson. It could have been emergency services with the Jeep. Or Hill County, because we got, you know, those floods out here. Those floods that have like basically killed all them people. It's a possibility that's what that might have been. I don't know for sure. I didn't see any markings. They just had lights and sirens, so. Flying Grandpa with a $20, or I'm sorry, with a $2 super chat. So I appreciate that. Bringing you action live in the field today, guys. This was kind of like a, I don't want to say a spontaneous, but it wasn't completely planned either. It's kind of in the middle. It's kind of like I wanted to come by and check on some things. But they knew I was in town. They should have gotten a memo. Go run back to the station. What we like to call the doghouse. If you don't want to be on camera. Go sit at the station, leave your car running unattended for like 2 hours, because I caught Dominique Anderson the other day doing the same thing. Wasting taxpaying money, gas running in the car, and letting it sit in the same spot for like over 2 hours that I can vouch for. After that, I don't know how much longer she stayed there, but I know of at least 2 hours. And she's sure taking a long time to write a ticket. Hey, Flying Grandpa, $2, $1. You just watching the video. That's all I can ask for. I appreciate the love and the support. Trust me, guys. Anything you guys can send. If you can spare it, great. If you can't, watch the videos. Share the videos. Comment down below. Push the algorithm. Push the video. Make more people aware of what's going on here in the city of Hillsboro. She probably is waiting for backup. Somebody go back on this live stream and find out at what time did I see her and pull over, because it's already too long past that point. But I'm guessing I've already been out here for about 10 minutes. And I want the time documented because we're going to pull this citation, pull the body cam footage, pull the dash cam footage. We're going to pull all of this. They're going to try to deny me because it's an open investigation because of a ticket. But guess what? They're not being transparent, and they have redaction software. And they lied. They lied. That's why I've got a records request for proof of receipts that the city has redaction software. And Keebler's records request, she was asking for some information. They forwarded it to the police department. They're now in violation of the 10 business days of getting her records to her. 12 minutes. 12 minutes. So it's been 12 minutes. I knew it was about 10. So it's been about 12. And we got another unit rolling up. Look at this. They just killed their lights. That would be funny if this chick called for backup and the sheriff's department showed up. Or if they're just responding to the same call that he's going to. Who knows? I don't see him turning around. So he was just trying to get all those people out of his way so he can fly down this stretch of highway to go where the Jeep's going. Yes, for the Open Records Act, she has to file a complaint. Oh, the sheriff's turning around. Oh, it is Roseanne. Where'd you get your law degree at? I've been waiting to ask you that for 3 months. I want to know where you got that law degree. Yep, afraid to get out of the car. That's why the sheriff is turning around right here. Probably to come back her up. I just waved at the sheriff. He just waved back and kept driving, so he ain't gonna stop for these. I don't think they like each other, and they definitely don't like cameras. So he's not gonna stop. Actually, he's turning back around. That's the funny part. He's turning around. Oh, look at this, guys. Are you just coming to check on me, or are you coming to violate my rights like that lady does?
No, I saw you waving, so I thought you were calling me.
No, I don't. Just waving at you because you were driving by. I wasn't sure if you're coming to back her up because your lights were on.
No, I was actually going to
Where the Jeep went?
emergency.
Yeah. What was that Jeep? It was a Jeep that was all lit up with lights and sirens that went by.
Probably a firefighter. I was going to an ambulance emergency that had alerts on the address. But
Called off.
Alarm.
Gotcha.
So it was like a medical alert, like the fall detection.
Nope,
system.
I really thought because she had an incident, and actually,
I don't know who
is
it is.
how late is it to report a crime?
What do you mean?
Well,
It depends on the crime.
she-
I mean, the statute of limitations.
3902, official oppression, abuse of office by a peace officer. I got proof. Because failure to identify is only when you've been lawfully arrested or if you're detained in a motor vehicle under the transportation code.
Yeah. I think that specific type of case has to
And
be
trespassing, you have to be anywhere near the property, not a quarter mile down the road. This officer, who's 13 years with the Hillsboro PD, Roseanne Lindemann, shittiest cop. Well, I can't say she's not the shittiest, second shittiest on Hillsboro.
Okay.
But I don't know y'all. I mean, I saw you. I figured you were backing her up.
We don't back them up unless they ask. So.
Well, I figured she asked. She's afraid of cameras.
Oh no.
She don't like the First Amendment. She don't know what the Fourth Amendment is, and she don't know what the Fifth Amendment. She don't know what Sixth Amendment. In other words, she doesn't know the Constitution that she swore and uphold an oath to.
Right.
So, yeah. And
You know what I mean? I work
no,
for the office.
hey, I've heard some things, but you know what? You rolled up. You haven't violated. You didn't throw your lights on, so I'm not
I have
detained.
my back lights on just so nobody hits it.
But I'm not detained, so the lights
No,
aren't
you're
on.
not detained.
See, so
I thought you were waving me down because
No,
you needed help
no.
with a flat tire or something like that. So,
I wouldn't expect you to get out and change my tire.
oh, I mean, I've done it before.
Now, she violated someone's
Changed
rights.
somebody's tire yesterday. Well, these people or
She did. She violated hers, actually. The one that's. I want to know where you got your law degree, Roseanne. That's what you told Amy. She's right here in the car. Would you like to see her? Why don't you learn the penal code? Failure to identify. And start treating people professionally. Oh, you've been great. I don't have no complaints with you.
we don't deal with them very often.
I can see why. They're probably unprofessional to you people, too.
They don't really care for us.
Well,
I mean, we go help them if they ask. That's all that we do.
but I just
If we need
really.
help, we call them.
But I'm just here to film her violate somebody's rights, or hope that she doesn't.
Right.
And I'll be on my way. But no, I'm not a stranded motorist. I got no problems, and
Well, I mean, if she's doing that, then that's on their department. And if their
That's
department
it.
doesn't do anything about it, then you go hire
and they're
a-
still hiding our internal affairs investigation that's now completed on her. So there's a lot of
I
shit.
don't know anything
No,
about
I'm
that.
just letting you know though.
Yeah.
I mean, Hill County, you guys are real quick with records, like next day. I mean,
Right.
I haven't had no problem with records over there.
Yeah.
Over here,
Yeah,
hiding them.
our records clerk, Shannon, she's great.
They're hiding them over here in Hillsboro. Hill County, it's like, hell, I've even gotten an answer back the same day,
Yeah.
which is amazing. I've never had records come back so quick. So,
Right.
but White, right?
Yep.
I go
Hannah.
by BZ. Hannah.
Yep.
And I'll tell you what, you've been
Wanna know
polite.
the badge number?
No, there's no reason for it. You know why? You didn't come up here detaining me. You haven't come up here violating my rights. In fact, everybody, what do y'all think of Deputy, because she's with the Sheriff's Department, Hannah White? You said your badge number, right?
1145.
1145. No lights indicating detainment. She saw me wave. She thought I was, in need of assistance. She wasn't here to back up Roseanne because she's scared of cameras. And she just was coming to check on me. So, I appreciate the professionalism, and I appreciate you honoring your oath. And that's all I can ask for. And that's why I'm out here doing what I do. And, I am kind of bridging the gap. I like to highlight the good officers that, not trying to violate my rights. That's why I asked you up front. Are you here to violate my rights, or are you just here to check on me? Are you here to check on me, or are you here to violate my rights? He said, I'm just here to check on you. You know what? I can't
I
ask.
saw you waving, so.
Yep. And I wasn't sure.
I don't usually patrol the jurisdiction. I mean, the county, yes, it is in the county, but it's covered by.
Hillsboro is Hillsboro, and
I was already coming through.
I got
there,
you.
and I had to turn around. And I saw you wave. So.
But you guys, you know what? Put a 1 in there for Hannah White. I think she did a good job just coming out. She didn't try to overstep, and you know, she was great. And we're gonna let her. I like to bridge gap with women that does not look like Roseanne. That's what somebody said just now. So they like you. They like you for being professional, because I'm getting a bunch of 1s. Because you know what? Most officers overstep right away, and instead of just kind of see what's going on, diffuse, and go from there. So I appreciate, again, I'm gonna shake your hand. Appreciate you. I'm gonna let you get back to work, because I'm gonna get the heck off the road. So appreciate you. All right, guys, I have been wanting for 3 months to ask Roseanne those questions I asked her several times out there, which was where she got her law degree. And guess what? She couldn't answer. Actually, Hannah White was very professional, very polite. I think she's trying to honor her oath. I will give her that, because she saw me wave and she just came to make sure we weren't stranded waiting on Roseanne to get done, because she was going way too long on that traffic citation. Can't get this turn signal shut off. There we go. Yep, she was very polite, very cordial. So you know what, guys? Write a letter. Call the sheriff's department. Tell them that you guys just observed an encounter with Hannah White. Got the badge number. I can't remember it. I did say it. And how polite and professional she was. You know, they don't get enough kudos. And if they don't get enough kudos when they do a good job, they turn into people like Roseanne Linderman and Dominique Anderson. You have to compliment them when they do a good job. You tear them the hell down when they fuck up. Trust me, I'm a firm believer in that. Positive reinforcement on the good stuff, and negative reinforcement on the bad stuff. In other words, you mess up, you don't get it again. Yeah, Hannah, by the way, Hannah backwards still spells Hannah, by the way, guys. Providing she spells it the way I think she does. But I can honestly tell you, but we'll tell you, that's the first time, other than the one time, that Keebler spotted her, we're pretty sure, or Carolina, I think it was Carolina that spotted her, at the Quick Trip, and she was going off duty and going home. So now that we rattled her, she probably will go hide at the station the rest of the day, because she's going to tell everybody she was threatened with a camera. And I just did get a records request in from the fire marshal. It just came across at least I got an email from him. Brownie, I got to roll that up, Bubba. So we're going to have to take a look at that. But we're going to look at the time. So it's going to be about 2 o'clock over here on that stretch of road. And I'm going to have to go back and look at it. Find out why Roseanne wrote that truck driver a ticket, and why he got pulled over to begin with. But how many of you guys want to bet that I rattled her so bad that she's going to take her ass back to the station? And hopefully I zoomed in on her good enough that you guys saw her reaction when I asked where she got her law license at, because I really want to see the reaction. I was looking at her and zooming in, and not so much the camera. So, but guys, tell me what, she's probably crying. I can tell y'all, tell me what you think Roseanne's doing. Is she shitting herself? Is she crying? Is she running back to the station because she's afraid of a camera? Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me what you think. Flying Grandpa, you're killing me. So just so you guys got to see that rare occasion, man, doing an investigation right into a cop watch after we did a records request. But Brownie's all over me right now. He's just like, what is going on? Well, guys, I thought about just doing another little round real quick to see if we see anything else, and then I've got to call it a day and run some errands because I promised Keebler and somebody else that I would go run and do something for them. So like I said, we're gonna take one little trip, make sure they're not outside their jurisdiction like I caught them the other day. And since some of you guys in here got to see some of this, I'm probably gonna piece this up in either in a short or another video of what we're working on. So just because you've seen the live stream doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna see the same exact footage, because I like to add edits in. But just so you guys, here, I'll show you guys. Look, he's like in my lap basically. He's just enjoying the ride. Just enjoying the ride. He's just a happy boy. Are you a happy puppy, huh? Oh, thank you. Yep. I've been trying to narrate some stuff, making it funny and educational at the same time. Oh, you're smiling, huh? You're a happy boy. You're a happy boy. You're a happy boy. Huh, you happy, huh? Oh, yeah. Where's the bacon? Where's the bacon? Find the bacon. Where's the bacon? Where's the bacon? All right. Turning that back around, guys. I gave you a little bit of brownie, so. I know I don't do that a whole lot. Yeah, Brownie has a very, very tough life. Spoiled brat. You used to see when Keebler gets him like some treats. When she goes in there and gets something, she shares. Man, he's just spoiled because he gets enough stuff from me. So I'm gonna zoom. Since I got the camera turned back this way, we're gonna zoom in a little bit. But we're just driving around town, man. We're making sure the city's doing what they're doing. What do you mean, flying grandpa? You don't know who Keebler is? How do you not know who Keebler is? Everybody knows who Keebler is. Keebler Danger, no sugarcoating truth. Go check her out.
He's being a smartass.
I hope he's being a smartass. Hey, she's been dropping some songs about Hillsboro, guys. Make sure you somebody put her link in there. Check out a few of her latest songs. And do me a favor, guys, if you guys could, go down her playlist, listen to everything. She needs some, Flying Grandpa says he doesn't really know. But go down her playlist, listen to her songs, get her some watch time hours. She needs to get her watch time up so she can get monetized. She does a lot for this community behind the scenes. Plus I've been helping her work on this Roseanne Lindemann, who we just had a Roseanne Lindemann encounter.
Better get my record request. I'll be dropping some stuff once I'm done investigating.
So we hey, I wasn't sure if I saw a troll in there, but if there was a troll, you guys have got my permission to zap them. This no trolling live stream. What's up, Bubbas? You gotta go sit down, please. Sit down your seat. Well, dude, I kind of noticed that Dominique Anderson and Roseanne been hiding on that stretch of road, so it may be something we have to start monitoring a little bit. Trolling down the river, kind of like the floods in Texas, right? What, Bubba's? We'll go take a break in a second. Freedom News Now in the house. What's up? Brownie, go sit down. And if you guys haven't subscribed to Freedom News Now, somebody dropped the link. He's pretty comical. He was had a live this morning covering an old video that I've seen with the jail. People, I mean, they just think they can just do whatever they want. People got guns and badges and think they got the license to do what they want. Ronnie, sit down. You want water? And if you guys do know who Freedom News Now is, show them some love and support in the chat. Someone just put cloud seeding is real. That's funny. Oh, you're such a good boys. Such a good boys, Brownie. You such a good boys.
You know, off the top of your head, which vehicle is orange?
What's that?
You know, off the top of your head, which vehicle is orange?
Would I be able to forms? What?
His vehicle.
It's gonna be an all blacked out one. The reason I kind of knew that one was Roseanne's instead of Dominique's was because Roseanne's was nasty and dirty like it always is. Dominique at least washes her car. No, he drives an all black one, but his numbers and lettering are like really hard to read. You'd have to get close enough to where you saw the letters that say K9 on it. I think that one that freaked out that one time, I think that was, what is it, Hodges? No, not Hodges. Rogers. I think that might have been Rogers. The speed limit is 55. Why is this guy going like 35 in a government vehicle? Get off the phone that you're not supposed to be on. Dude's like literally holding his phone up to his ear going 35 and a 55. I mean, the real way to find out if he's working is just drive by his house, see if his vehicle's there. Vehicle's there, then we know he's not working. I mean, it ain't hard, man.
I can't look at his vehicle in his driveway.
Oh, you're looking for the cage?
I will, even though it's still a public vehicle, I respect them as far as private, as far as that goes.
I don't dox their addresses or anything. I still respect that, but you're right. Now, technically, that driveway is considered curtilage up to the door. So
But it's still,
it's only if they tell you to get, only if he tells you to get off his property.
Yeah, I respect that.
The door.
That's what I said. I can't inspect the vehicle at his house.
How much you want to make a bet? Linda been ran to the, I think that's her that's like right there pulled in next to the door. No, that's going to be Dominique's. That's clean. That's clean. No, that's not Dominique's. That's another black and white.
Who had the headlights on?
I don't know. I couldn't really see it. They had a bunch of cars parked. And like I said, Freedom News Now, we can talk about maybe having you cover this Terry Dickman thing. I really want to get this Terry Dickman story covered. This is what's kind of really breaking. This is what's got the genie out of the bottle. Keebler's story kind of opened up Pandora's box a little bit, but the Terry Dickman story, just the genie's out and she ain't going back in. They can't cover this one up because this was an unlawful arrest. What you doing, puppers? What you doing? What you doing? Oh, you showing me all the love. So you spoiled today. I know, you wanted to go for a car ride. You love going bye-bye, don't you? You love going bye-bye. Hey, there's a Ford Escape leaving the library. I'm wondering if that's Megan with her meeting. I mean, I hope it's not because it's got a license plate on it, but on the live stream, it's not something I do. But I'm not trying to dox anybody. It's not something I do. Nope. Just an older lady coming from the library, cruising along. Man, this left turn lane is... Well, I understand it's in public, but even up until September 1st, the body-worn cameras can't be released with license plate information on it. So I try to abide by those rules a little bit.
It's not, those are just common courtesy rules.
Yeah, it's common law privacy stuff. I mean, but it's going away September 1st. I just don't want someone to be able to identify the car and then do something and then I get blamed for it. So that's the only reason, guys. For those of you who know me, I don't like to dox anybody, and it's not. It's just to say that way nobody can come back and say that I try to incite violence or harm anybody or so. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go up here to this gas station to get fueled up, get some drinks, take Brownie for a little restroom break, and then we got to run a couple of errands, and I might do a live stream later tonight at the house. I may go back out. I don't know yet. I don't know what I'm feeling just yet. So... like I said, we got a few minutes because I'm just keeping this on in case we run into any more po-pos, but we just got this little stretch to go, about a mile or so. Tennessee Transparency News in the house. Clown Patrol, Blades, Let's OTBO, Freedom News Now, Flying Grandpa, reading off some names because I'm going to be editing the stream here in a few minutes. Unless we run into something along the way. I'm just trying to scare the coppers back to the station. Because if they're not out here violating people's rights, they're not violating rights. What's that? The rookies are coming on at 3 o'clock, guys.
I'm assuming. I think. Don't know for sure.
What's that?
Don't know for
I think Gordon's going to be on today because Lindeman's on. Well, you know, it goes back to the question with the 4 corporals they promoted. Remember, we were asking that question, and then we spotted Lindeman. We could spot good old Roseanne. And guess what? That answered the question. She did not get fired, so she's still there. Well, Gloria, you would have to send it to me and we would have to talk, so I kind of have more context before I can commit. I mean, I got to make sure it's I don't want to say I wouldn't do it. I got to make sure it's really worthy for my niche of my channel. I got to know what's going on. I got to get facts. I like to pull some records, find out what's going on. Unless you got everything, then that's a different story. I just like to verify sources before I put something out there. Because this homeboy is not retracting anything. So I want to make sure it's right the first time. Oh, we just spotted a copper. I don't know if he's pulling somebody over. Man, I may be getting really lucky today. The black and white right there. I don't know where they're going. I think they're coming to this side of Quick Trip over here.
Go that behind.
Yeah, they're going. I think they're going to the restroom. They're gonna stop in here and go to use the restroom. I know what they're doing. Stop. 1445. That might be Sutton. Stop. Sit down. Sutton, where's your corporal stripes? So they're lying on the Facebook page. Well, I put that good word in for you. That's why you got them corporal stripes.
I appreciate it.
You know? What so why has the college got the little nice brand new police academy logos, but the fire department next door is missing letters? What does Tony not care about the entire department?
Well, that's not the cities, that's the colleges.
Well, he's the vice chair of the college.
I understand that.
Yeah, he can handle it. He can get it done.
We had storm when the O, I think it was the O, fell off.
Where's your body camera, man?
It's on the charge.
Your badge says corporal though.
Yeah.
But you ain't got the stripes.
I haven't got the stripes yet. No, sir.
When was that picture taken, by the way? Because I noticed in those 4 pictures, Tony's got 2 different suits on.
Well, one was one day and the other 2 was the other day. Because the other shoot was...
What, you want to go say hi? Hey, Lord.
Hi, Brownie. Yeah. One was one day because they were off.
Did you ever find my channel?
I did.
Did you ever watch any of the videos?
I checked it out.
You laughing at any of them? I look, I know you can't comment, bro. I just that's why I'm asking the questions, just from your response. You know, but I had to ask. What? But are you going on duty?
Nah.
Or are you coming off?
I've been here since 7.
Oh, are you working 7 to 7? Oh my God, it was in my ear. Stop.
I work 4 10s since I'm assigned out there to college.
So you're working what, 7 to 5?
Yeah.
Oh, so you got them college hours, just what, Monday through Thursday?
Yeah.
That's a sweet little shift.
Pretty bad.
How long you been here again?
Almost 11 years.
You work at any other department besides this one?
No, this is it.
You got me all excited when I saw a unit pulling in, man. I was coming here anyways. I figured you were probably coming here to pull someone over or to go to the bathroom. And then I saw your unit number and I'm like, oh, that's Sutton from the college.
Yeah, I'll come give me a snack. So.
But did you ever see the original Roseanne Lindeman video?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm live streaming right now. I happened to catch her on the side of the road. I happened to ask her where she got her law degree today a couple times. So if you ever go back and play it back, you might want to have a little, and then a deputy came up behind me. Do you know any of the county people?
Oh, really?
Hannah White?
I know the name.
She's polite professional.
I don't know
She's polite and professional. She saw me wave. She thought I was just stranded. She didn't like try to do the stupid shit like most dumbasses do. What, Bubba's? Relax. You gotta go potty? You gotta go potty? Okay, okay. I'll take you over the grass. Anyways, I'm gonna let you get it. All right, brother. Well, you be safe. You be good. All right, guys. That is Sutton there. He just got promoted. He works over at the college. He's got that cushy little job. He's always been polite, professional. No, I didn't tell him, Brownie. He remembered. He knows who I am. He knows who I am, guys. You got to remember, dude, I walked into city management earlier. She said, BZ Watchdogs here. They all know who I am. No, Brownie actually has to use the restroom. It's about time. But, here, let's put your leash on, Bubba's. Where's your leash? There it is. All right. No, you got to remember, guys, when you get not just famous, but infamous for being a professional agitator, which I'm sure is what they call me. Yeah, they all seem to know who the hell you are because you're creating waves. So here, all right, Brownie, go on, go potty, go. So let him go run and go potty real quick. About time he runs. We'll get a little Brownie action going. It's over here just playing in the grass. Yeah, he's just having fun out here. This little grassy area, we always come out here and run around him. So he can do his business, run around, stretch his feet. Brownie, stay over here. Brownie! I just want him to stay on this side of the fence. Oh, Gloria, he don't like leaving Daddy. He don't go more than like 100 yards. Unless we out there on the ranch. I'm waiting on Keebler. See, Sutton waved. And there he goes. We're going to give him a little bit of privacy so he's not pooping. Well, maybe he didn't go. I thought he was trying to go. I saw Keebler. Come here, buddy. Brownie. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Bye-bye. Let's go. I thought he was went for cute. Brownie. Come on, let's go. Bye-bye. Come on. What's that? You got what?
Between his legs, he's gonna go on his leash.
Nah. Come on, Brownie. Brownie. Let's go. Bye. Bye. All right, guys. I'm going to end the stream because I got to get him back in the car, but appreciate y'all coming in. He's just going nuts out there. Brownie, come on. Let's go. Oh, in the water. Really, dude? Up. Get in there. Oh, man. In the water, too. He drug that leash and everything through the water. All right, guys, I am going to get out of here. Appreciate y'all coming in, spending some time and a little bit of your hard-earned money with me, so I appreciate it. We got some things. Just keep your notifications on in case we go live again. You never know what we may end up finding out here. So with that being said, BZ Watchdog out.